In the early days of Apple, the engineers working on the first Macintosh computer told Steve Jobs that the boot-up time was too long. Jobs went to one of the lead engineers, Larry Kenyon, and told him to make it faster. Kenyon explained that it was impossible. The code was as optimized as it could be. Jobs stared at him and asked, "If it would save a person's life, could you find a way to shave 10 seconds off the boot time?" Kenyon, taken aback, admitted that yes, he probably could. Jobs went to a whiteboard and showed him that if 5 million people used the Mac, and it took them 10 extra seconds to boot up every day, that added up to roughly 100 human lifetimes saved per year. He looked at Kenyon and said, "You're saving a life." Kenyon came back a week later and had shaved 28 seconds off the boot time. This was the power of Steve Jobs' infamous Reality Distortion Field. It was his ability to frame a problem in such a way that the impossible suddenly seemed necessary. Welcome back to Founders in the Fire. Today, we are exploring the founder's most powerful and most dangerous tool, the ability to architect reality itself, first in their own mind, and then in the minds of others. To build something truly new, you must live in a different reality from everyone else. You must see the finished cathedral where others only see an empty field. This unwavering belief is the engine that attracts your first employees, your first investors, and your first customers. They are not just investing in your idea, they are buying a stake in your reality. But there is a razor-thin line between this world-changing vision and a self-destructive delusion. The same conviction that can inspire a team to save 28 seconds can also cause a founder to ignore clear market feedback and drive their company off a cliff. The architecture of a functional reality distortion field is therefore one of immense psychological discipline. It is a dance on the edge of a knife. Let's look at this through the lens of Ben Horowitz and Mark Andreessen. The strong opinion that Andreessen advocates for is the core of the distortion field. You must have a powerful, deeply held thesis about the future. This is your vision. But the second part, weakly held, is the safety mechanism. It is the built-in reality check that prevents the vision from becoming a delusion. The founder must be able to hold two contradictory ideas in their head at the same time. My vision is the absolute truth, and my vision is full of flaws that I must find and fix immediately. This is a form of cognitive dissonance that would drive most people mad. For a founder, it is a necessary state of being. The discipline is in how you manage your inputs. To maintain the vision, you must surround yourself with a core group of believers who share your conviction. This is your reality bubble, and it is necessary to protect the fragile vision from the overwhelming skepticism of the outside world. But to avoid delusion, you must also create channels for brutal, unfiltered truth. This might be a trusted mentor who has permission to tell you you're wrong. It might be a rigorous attention to customer data, even when it tells you something you don't want to hear. It is the art of building a fortress with a secret back door that only you can use to go out and see the real state of the world. This is an architecture of partitioned belief. Internally, with your team, you project unwavering confidence in the vision. We are changing the world. This is inevitable. This is leadership. It is the creation of a shared myth that gives meaning and purpose to the struggle. But privately, in your own mind, or with your most trusted co-founders, you must be a ruthless paranoid. Where are we weak? What are we missing? What if we're completely wrong about everything? This constant toggling between faith and skepticism is exhausting. It is one of the primary reasons why being a founder is so psychologically taxing. The temptation is always to collapse into one or the other, to become a pure evangelist who loses touch with reality, or to become a pure skeptic who loses the fire of their own conviction. The practice is to hold the tension, to live in that uncomfortable creative space in between. It is to be both the passionate artist and the sober-minded scientist. It is to understand that your belief is a tool, not an identity. It is a powerful lens you can use to focus the energy of your team. But like any lens, you must also be willing to take it off and see the world with your naked eyes. In our next episode, we will dive deeper into this internal management. We will explore what Ben Horowitz called the hardest skill, the practical, daily work of managing your own psychology, your fear, your hope, and your ego in the midst of the storm. For now, the exercise is this. Identify the core, unshakable belief at the heart of your project. The one thing that feels like absolute truth. Now, for just 5 minutes, take on the role of your smartest critic. What is the most powerful, intelligent argument against your belief? To be able to do this honestly, without losing your conviction, is to begin to master the art of the reality distortion field.